Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's episode of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys joining us for an on the water video today. You guys been saying for the last year, Andy, get out in the water and do more videos. So finally got the new boat, so we're out here doing some on the water videos. Guys, we're going to be talking about fishing super shallow in the fall time of the year. I think one of the big mistakes a lot of people make is they don't fish shallow enough in the fall time of the year. Fish get super shallow in the fall. So we're here on Stockton Lake, actually, here in Missouri, and I've got a really good example of some skinny water that the fish get into this time of year. Going to give you guys some tips and advice on how to catch fish out of it. Also, guys, just a quick invitation. I'd just like to invite everybody, if you haven't considered, to please consider becoming a channel member here of Intuitive Angling. It's a good way to support the channel, and also you get extra private videos every week that the public don't get or does not get, and also some access to my personal email address for your fishing questions. So just go to my YouTube homepage and click the join button for information. And also a big thank you everybody to all you guys that have been using and booking marking my tackle warehouse for your my tackle warehouse link for your tackle purchases. I really appreciate that. Okay guys, I'm in the back of a cove here, and I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to sort of explain to you what to look for and what these fish get into in the fall time of the year shallow. So here we go. Okay guys, here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Super shallow water in the fall time of the year. Now you can see down here looking at the depth finder, it's 5 feet deep right here, and as you get shallower you can see this mud bank. It's going to be a really flat slope with that, a little bit of mixed rocking through here with that. But guys, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's some shad working like right up in the mud there. I mean, literally like in 6 inches of water right on the bank here. This is why these fish get in super shallow water in the fall time of the year, is that a lot of the shad are up shallow like that. I mean, literally, I'm seeing, you probably can't see it here on the camera, but you might be able to a little bit. Let me zoom the camera in there. You can maybe see those shad flickering real shallow up there. But this is one of the big reasons that the fish get shallow. It's not that there's any cover up here. If you look at this bank right here, a lot of times in the fall time of the year, this is typical. You have low water conditions. You can see how low the water is here at Stockton Lake. It's probably, 5-6 feet below normal. So there's absolutely no cover for these fish to be up in here. We are sitting, as you can see right there on the bottom with the soft bottom, we are sitting on a mud sand bottom here with no cover. A little bit of rock there, but over in here, there's no cover. Bass in the fall time of the year, they get in this super shallow water and they don't relate to cover. That is one of the reasons some of these areas get overlooked. So what you want to do is, say for example, there's the main lake right there. This is a cove off the main lake. Come in the back 2/3 part of these coves in the fall time of the year to where it's really shallow, and start fan casting reaction baits in there. Now my first choice in the fall in this type of a situation is going to be a topwater lure. Depending upon the water clarity, it's going to be a buzz bait, a whopper plopper, possibly a walking topwater. That's going to be number one. Number two, guys, is a fluke. Some type of a Zoom Super fluke, throwing it way up there shallow, just working it underneath the water just a little bit. It's going to be a really good way to catch them. Another thing is if there happens to be wind coming back in here and this area is getting pelted by wind, a little lipless crankbait is going to be good, like a little 1/4 ounce rattle trap, something like that, or maybe even a small square bill. But one of the things about it, guys, is don't hesitate to throw up there in no water at all, because like right here in 3 foot of water, this is too deep. We're sitting in too deep of water in 3 foot of water. Those fish are going to be up there in a foot of water in these conditions right here when you have dropping water, bait fish, and no cover. And that's one of the things about it a lot of people don't understand. Remember this, guys, is in the fall time of the year, when you got dropping water, these fish move shallow with that dropping water. They don't move out deeper. They move shallow because that's where the bait's at. Okay guys, just a few quick fall tips right there. Now every lake's different. This is a prime example of a man-made reservoir. About any man-made reservoir across the country has some combination of this. At flatter banks in the back of the coves, dropping water, varying water clarities, and it's all the same, guys. I don't care if you're fishing in Lake Hartwell in South Carolina, or somewhere in Tennessee or Kentucky, or here in the Ozarks, or if you're in California. When the water temperature is in anywhere between the upper 50s to around 70 degrees in October, November, and that type of thing, you're going to have a bunch of fish that are really shallow So like I said, don't overlook it. Don't ever fish too shallow, because if you fish over 3 feet deep, a lot of times you're going to be, passing right over the fish. So hope it helps out, guys. We'll talk later.